Most people believe they are in control of their lives. They wake up, make decisions, choose what to do, what to avoid, what to chase, and what to ignore. And on the surface, it feels like freedom. But if you look closer, really close, you'll notice something unsettling. Many of your choices are not conscious. They are automatic, repeated, predictable, and invisible to you. And this is how control is lost quietly. Not through one big mistake, but through thousands of small, unconscious decisions made on autopilot. You didn't wake up one day and decide to lose focus, confidence, discipline, or direction. It happened gradually, slowly, silently, as you started reacting instead of choosing, scrolling instead of thinking, avoiding instead of facing. And over time, those reactions formed patterns. Patterns formed habits, and habits quietly took the steering wheel of your life while you were still convinced you were driving. The human brain loves efficiency. It is designed to conserve energy, and every repeated behavior gets stored as a shortcut, so the brain doesn't have to think again, which is useful for simple tasks, but dangerous when emotional responses, coping mechanisms, and avoidance behaviors get automated. Because once something becomes a habit, your brain stops asking whether it's good for you and only checks whether it's familiar. This is why you find yourself doing things you promised you wouldn't repeat, opening the same apps, delaying the same tasks, replaying the same thoughts, falling into the same emotional states, not because you want to, but because your brain recognizes the pattern and follows it without asking permission. And control isn't taken from you, it's handed over little by little to unconscious routines. Autopilot feels normal, comfortable, safe, even when it is draining your energy, confidence, and clarity, which is why people stay stuck for years without realizing it, until stagnation quietly becomes identity. Emotional avoidance deepens the problem because whenever discomfort appears, fear, boredom, uncertainty, the brain looks for relief, not growth, choosing fast distractions over slow progress. And each escape teaches the brain to avoid that feeling again, designing your life around comfort instead of strength. You don't lose control because you are weak. You lose control because your brain learned to survive, not to grow. And what protects you also limits you unless you consciously interrupt it. Days blur. Goals stay ideas, potential stays unused, and self-trust fades, not from one failure, but from not choosing intentionally. Because when you don't choose your actions, your habits choose for you. Motivation is not the issue, awareness is, because you can't control what you don't notice, and control returns not through force, but through consciousness. And this is where everything changes, because real control doesn't come from intensity, it comes from interruption, from catching the exact moment autopilot activates and pausing without judgment, simply naming it, saying, "This is autopilot," which weakens the pattern immediately, because awareness and autopilot cannot run together. Control strengthens when you choose friction over comfort, adding small delays and distance that give your conscious mind time to step in. And when you replace reaction with ritual, choosing one intentional action when an urge appears, letting repetition turn intention into identity. Control isn't doing everything right, it's choosing one thing consistently, interrupting autopilot often enough that intention becomes louder than habit. When you shift focus from outcomes to inputs, anxiety loosens because you regain power over what you can actually control. And slowly, life stops happening to you and starts responding to you. You don't need to redesign your entire life to take control back. You just need to interrupt autopilot enough times that choice becomes your default again. Because your life didn't fall apart due to failure, it drifted because you stopped choosing. And the moment you start choosing again, even in small ways, control returns. If this video helped you recognize where control slipped away, comment,